Hi everyone, it's Terrific Glow 7 here, and today I just want to bring you guys to grind with me and have a little chat. Initially, I wanted to do those type of videos where we can be authentic and talk for real. Most of the YouTubers that I watched and heavily inspired me is no longer human _77. If you know, you know. Also, Bodega Cat. To be honest with you guys, I've been wanting to do these type of videos for a long time now. Not only to practice my English speaking with you guys, but to also have fun and talk because I love talking. Who doesn't love talking? For you guys to get to know me better, I have a playlist of songs that I like, and one specifically I have is Red Velvet. It's a bunch of songs that I love from them. I think this is pretty important because if you want to get to know someone, it will be really nice if you ask them about their music tastes so you can bond over it and talk about what you like about them. Nowadays, I've been just listening to K-pop. I like Islet, Cordes, especially Long Shot, and other groups like IVE. I'm not much of a heavy K-pop stan like I was before when I was like probably 12 years old. I was like a really heavy Nipin fan. So that was around back in 2020, and I had like a new obsession with this girl group named New Jeans. I believe they debuted around 2022, and up to now, still listen to their songs. I really miss the girls and I hope they come back. One of my favorite music from them is Supernatural and Bubblegum, and my very first one was Hurt, and OMG, yes, OMG captured my attention first. Their group was such a vibe. I really loved how unique their concept was. I watched the Ditto MV and it really captured my heart. Literally, like, they captured my attention, also my heart, but they also leave. Like, excuse me. No one really knew that Supernatural would be their last ever song. Hopefully not. Moving on, I started to like Cordes when Spotify recommended me one of their songs. One of them was Joyride. So I quickly looked them up, and they were a new boy group, and one of the people I saw was Kono, and he's also a 2009 liner, and I was like, finally, someone my age. I was also surprised to see there was another 09 liner. I think his name is Songhyun, if I pronounce it right. Don't mind me fangirling, but Kono, guys, oh my gosh, like, he's so cute. He's like a little baby. I know at his grown age, 17, but that's still a kid for me, guys. We're still a kid, we're not unk. Moving on from K-pop, I do like some other artists too. This artist, Crying City, she's pretty underrated. I don't think everyone knows her. I also like Bruno Mars, Leve. I'd say I also like Grandparents. I will also listen to The Weeknd, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Frank Ocean, and if you guys know Fink Mink, you know Peak, you know Ball. I also listen to Party Next Door. The list could literally just go on, but I'm not gonna go through all of them. Anyway, I'm just planning to make a neon river otter, so we're on the progress of making our mega finally. Honestly, like, the otters are just my favorite besides the bear hamburger. I don't really have Robux yet to buy them, so I'm a bit broke for now. But yeah, that's just what I liked this summer camp update. I'm looking forward to the week 4 pets. I heard there was gonna be a s'mores raccoon, was it? But it was gonna be 150 Robux, and I've read some of the comments. They're saying it's giving lasagna vibes. That's kind of funny, but why are people hating on it already just because it's not prepped before? But for me, I like it. I think it's pretty unique that they're focusing on camping pets and the food is associated with the pets. And I like s'mores. It does remind me of camping, but a raccoon is kind of random. So I searched up how raccoons are associated with s'mores. It said they are campground bandits, so they are known for their sweet tooth for marshmallows, and it's really cute. It says here highly dexterous paws allow them to open coolers and raid campsites for s'more supplies. Oh, wait, that makes it even cuter. I want it now. It also says here it became a joke among campers because their desserts always get stolen by them. I never really knew raccoons have a sweet tooth and they're a sneaky little stealer. But seriously, I don't understand how they will make it a Robux pet. That's like absolutely notorious. Like, what if broke people like us too wants it? But overall, the summer camp is okay. I've seen a lot of people online complain because there's too much farming involved and a lot of people bought farm. Basically, they say it's just boring because they're not able to AFK grind. But I do understand their point because not all of us has the time to grind and spend hours in front of a screen. Although it will be really unfair to those people who actually spend their time playing and gain those pets without any cheats. Overall, yes, I do agree that the pets are a bit too overpriced for the minigame being only a single and it's getting kind of repetitive sometimes. So that may not make it fun for other players, but yeah, it's really different for everyone. Moving on from the summer camp opinions, I want to talk more about myself since I talked about the songs that I like of genres usually being K-pop. I want to talk about the things I like to watch. I watch a bit of anime sometimes. I like Blue Lock, Haikyuu, Attack on Titan. One I'm currently enjoying the most on Netflix is JJK, which is Jujutsu Kaisen. I started watching the series about last November because I seriously had a fear of missing out, and yeah, I've been knowing the anime for a long time. I just haven't decided to watch it yet. And other than that, I also watch a bunch of Asian dramas, whether it's in Japan or Korean or Chinese or Thai or Filipino. Like, it doesn't matter to me, I just watch it. I've been unhealthily binge watching since the summer break started. I've been really obsessed. I have like a whole list I could share with you guys in the future if you guys are interested. I noticed that I don't really watch a lot of Western shows. I guess I enjoy Legally Blonde, To All the Boys I've Loved Before, Enola Holmes. That's literally all that I can think of. Next is about the other games I play. I just don't play Adopt Me. I also like to play FPS games like Arsenal, sometimes Valorant when I feel like it. Also, talking about shooting games, I want to start playing Overwatch, but I know it's a bit too complicated for a beginner in 2026. Other than that, the most I play is Animal Crossing, Hello Kitty Island, and Stardew Valley. Those are classics for a Nintendo Switch owner. There's this new game that came out named Tomodachi Life. I remember when I was a little kid, I was using my mom's 3DS because she's a Mario player. Wait, what? I don't know if that made sense, but what I was trying to say, she enjoys Mario games. In that device, she had the Tomodachi Life, and I would play on it 24/7. I'm just reliving childhood memories. It's pretty sweet. But for now, I'm not able to afford it because even the Hello Kitty Island Adventure, I barely played it despite my dad. He spent so much money on it because the moment it came out on the Nintendo Switch, I immediately wanted it and didn't get it on sale. Also, I also bought the deluxe version, which is kind of a waste because I barely play the game now and I was kind of being a bit too greedy. But yeah, I think say the same thing about all the money I've spent on games. I played Bladefall for about a month and I bought Robux for blades that I really wanted just to end up not playing the game ever again. Also, it's the same thing with my Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail phase. I had a really bad gambling addiction. I wished on every single banner. I keep pulling and pulling to get every characters that I wanted. Oh my gosh. Now I never really touch those games anymore because the moment life got serious, I didn't have any time. Especially for Adopt Me, I keep coming back to it like an ex. It's kind of funny. Thinking about how Adopt Me has been the phase that I keep coming back to since 2020. I'm not a new player, even though I'm lucky poor. I just like how cozy the game feels like, especially if you grind like this. It's pretty calming because it's like an escape from reality, and you also get to spend time with pets. Despite being virtual, it's still nice if you do something that you enjoy and if it relieves your stress. Oh my gosh, I know someone. He's an academic achiever, but at the same time, he's also a gamer. I know he plays really competitive games, so which is why I find it interesting how he could balance both his studies, being on top of his classes, and at the same time being a pro in the games that he play. I know he plays Mobile Legends. If you guys don't know, it's a multiplayer online battle arena, and it has like two teams of 5 characters against each other. So it's a match, and those characters are heroes, so players would control them to destroy the enemy's base. It kind of is similar to League of Legends, if you've ever heard of that game as well. But League of Legends is more complex, I noticed. I tried playing it on my computer, but I rage quit it and never played it ever again. Honestly, it's because I'm influenced by K-pop again. A girl group named Islet. There's this member, Minju. She's known for being a gamer and she's also high ranked in League of Legends. Honestly, it's so impressive to hear when people are good at gaming, especially Minju because she's an idol and we all know they have really busy schedules filled with dancing, filming, and singing. So I know the feeling of finding time to enjoy your hobbies, especially like me as a student who procrastinates a lot but also wants good grades. I just could never study first and then game later because my brain always tells me to be happy now, game now, and you just have the time to study later. And that way I won't enjoy my gaming session anymore because I'd be thinking about the stress of school. But I learned that there's a reason behind it. It's because our brain revolves around the reward system, which is craving for dopamine, or what they call pleasure. Oh my gosh, we're wheeling away from the games I'm talking about. Back to Adopt Me. I have two of these pets right beside me. The one on the left is named Sugi. If you noticed, on the very top right of the video, there's this Spotify playlist that I've been playing for the entirety of the video. It's a K-pop group named Red Velvet, and these are my favorite songs. One of the members is named Sugi, which I was inspired by to name my teddy bear. It's actually not a teddy bear, but I just find it similar to it. Also, it reminds me of the We Bare Bear character, Grizzly Bear. If you haven't watched that cartoon show, you're definitely missing out. Anyway, the name means in Korean, wisdom and intelligence. Well, my pet on the right is named Namfon. It's actually a feminine name in Thai, meaning rainwater. Within the culture, it evokes good fortune, which is a meaningful name, and that is why I chose it. If you're smart enough to catch, you deserve a cookie. Because elephants are Thailand's national symbol, which is how I got the name. I don't know, girl. I'm getting really attached to my pets. I should stop doing this. This is probably why I stay poor. Because, dude, I don't trade my pets. Like, oh my gosh. If you talk to me about trading, I'm bad at it. But hear me out. I do have a reason why I love my virtual pet, quote unquote, elephant so much, because I had a best friend named Ella, but I used to call her Ellie. We were in grade 4 at that time. Yes, I know it's so nostalgic for me. Although her family wasn't doing that great financially, we had a secret Santa event for our Christmas party in our school. So you know how it goes. You put your name on a little jar and you pick out someone. So you unfold it and you'll see who you got. I forgot to mention it's common sense, but yes, it's a small piece of paper that you write on. Anyway, back to the story. Little did I know she got my name, and yeah, what the freak? She decided to buy me this elephant plushie, which my mom saw on the same store. It was pretty pricey for her family to afford it, despite their conditions. I was actually so obsessed with it as a kid. It was actually not just any plushie, but a pillow pet. If you look it up on the internet, you will see how cuddly it looks. That's how I loved it as a kid. At some point in our lives, we do have something to cuddle with, whether it's plushies or your favorite pillow, or maybe with nothing at all. Some people don't cuddle with anything. Okay, what am I saying? How did we get to this conversation? If you notice, I jump into different topics quite a lot, and it's too random, maybe out of topic. Congratulations, you learned more about me. I'm usually a very random person. That's just how my friends describe me. But that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. If you're also a very random person, then we're twins. I don't know, I just like saying what's on my mind and keeping it authentic, because at the end of the day, I'm just being me. Not to brag or anything, but that is why my friends say they never get bored around me, because I literally talk about a million things a day, and they're just entertained by that, you know? Some people find it entertaining. I remember talking about whales and how I was so fascinated with those mammals because they're literally the biggest animals on Earth. Not even like a second later, with no connection to the topic at all, I talk about how I would have aced my pre-calculus test if I just hadn't ran out of time and zoned out midway. But that reminds me, whenever I take tests, I always pause midway. It's like I have this mental block. And if I see that I'm running out of time, I start to rush, and that's when I finally lock in. It's literally not good because the moment I write my test, I just forget everything. Like the numbers are just flying around. Why does my brain work better under pressure? I hope I'm not the only one experiencing this because it's so bad. I need to work on my time management even during tests or like assessments. In general, I'm just trying to be real. I am not convincing or trying to influence people to do the same thing, but I always study last minute for all of my classes. Oh my gosh, it literally brings me back to this traumatic memory. So I took physics last year. 100% my fault, by the way. I could have done better, but I didn't really do my homework for the past 4 weeks and I didn't really review any material. So we had a test upcoming and I decided to study for it last minute. I pulled up an all-nighter, which is not good if you don't have an enough amount of sleep because you will have a brain fog and struggle to recall any memory at all. Your brain won't work as well compared to having an 8-hour sleep. So sleep is important, guys. It's very important. I'm just reminding you, don't be like me. Whether you are at school or at work, sleep so you don't process like a very slow Wi-Fi. See what I did there? Was it funny? Okay. Anyway, besides the corny line that I did, I did have fun talking about myself. Treat the yapping session as a introduction. Since this is an Adopt Me grinding video, I'm going to talk about how I started playing Adopt Me. So I came across a YouTube video from I Am Santa, and since then I never stopped watching her videos. I remember being so invested and I found her videos really entertaining alongside with Moody. I think their friendship dynamic and the opposite styles is what intrigued me more as the 11-year-old girl. It was, I think, the pandemic at that time and no one really paid attention to online classes unless you're a really good kid and you listen to your parents. I was about to say student, but my brain was literally debating, so I just said kid. But anyway, oh my gosh, that's not my point. I Am Santa's branding is literally based on unicorns, and besides me loving elephants as a kid, my very first favorite was a unicorn. And yes, it was that deep because I convinced my boy classmates that they were real. Yes, they existed. What do you mean they have rainbow poop and they shine everywhere? They also leave sprinkles. They sparkle like diamonds, you know? That's just what my vision was. I miss it when we tend to be imaginative instead of being logical. That's really the innocence of children that shouldn't be even taken away. So back to my point, I Am Santa left a impression of being relatable and also being funny. Besides that, I also watched Megan Plays. I used to really want her headband. The pom-poms was really cute and her style of liking peaches. So I'm trying to point out that brand is really important if you're a YouTuber. I talk about Leah Ash. I used to watch her too, but now we don't talk about her anymore. Yes, her signature pink hair was really iconic, but her cheating with Megan Play's husband is not. Next question. In conclusion, I started playing Adopt Me because of unicorns and I wanted to have a whole army of them. I used to collect them like Pokemon cards. Tell me back in 2020 why I was so gullible, since I used to search up YouTube tutorials on how to hatch a unicorn, especially out of a cracked egg, and they'd make you do random stuff like buy ice cream with certain flavors. I remember one specifically was where you stack all the strawberries on top of each other. If you feed it to the egg, apparently it will increase your chances of getting or hatching a legendary. I remember my small fingers literally grinding for a rainbow stroller on my musty iPhone. So the rule was you must not make it walk. It should be on the stroller at all times. If you drop it or whatsoever, you'll get a cat or a common. And you must do the tasks in a castle. So yeah, I did all of those as a kid. It's pretty funny how it actually worked twice, but it's literally based on luck. It was as if believing Santa was real, or putting a tooth under my pillow would grant me a coin, I think, from a tooth fairy. Or was it something else entirely? But besides that, I wanted to talk about Leah Ash so bad, but I know she's problematic. But can I please just once include her pink sky castle? I remember trying to recreate that, but it was so difficult at that time. And the finished build ended up looking like a Walmart version of hers, like, ew. So, about last year when I returned to playing Adopt Me, I was so shocked by the builds that people have made. Like, it was so different. Is this even Adopt Me? I questioned myself too many times. People are just so talented. Like, look at this house. I had a fear of missing out, so I tried building my own, but it ended up looking like a mess. Look at this empty space. I really never had the motivation to finish this build, even though I was quite proud of it, because it's really difficult to think about what to put in the empty spaces, what would make this build look nicer. But yeah, it takes time and practice with watching tutorials and by being familiar with how to work with stuff, like knowing how to use items to create specific furnitures. Oh my gosh, this ride task is taking too long. I dislike it so much because if you don't have a car out and use a stroller instead, it takes forever. Yeah, and also the walking task. Oh my gosh, this never ends. But what I like the most is the petting part because it's easy and it's cute. I'm not really complaining about the orange tasks because they give more bucks. But if you join a grinding server, the hosts don't really let you do the orange tasks unless it's just the golden apple. But that's one way to get rich and adopt me fast in terms of bucks. I recommend getting into Adopt Me's official Discord server. They have a channel where a bunch of hosts post their links and rules. If you already know that, then I bet your life is so much easier. Cause that's one way I got a bunch of Asia potions. But keep in mind, if you don't know yet, for standard players, there's a limit for bucks in game that you earn. So you get to earn a maximum amount of 300 bucks. But for people with pet handler certificates, you get about 500 bucks maximum if you have both of your pets out. Oh my gosh, this Spotify ads is really messing with me. Something is promoting in my ear while I try to talk about the bucks limit. And don't blame me for not having Spotify Premium. I mean, it's okay, right? It's okay. This is why I love OBS Studio, because it lets me listen to music without it being recorded on the actual video and my voiceover. Okay, so I'm gonna be completing this mini game first before we create our Megan please, Mega Neons. So I'm gonna be right back and see you guys at the cave. Hi everyone, so I'm back. I admit that I did some grinding off cam because I didn't want the video to take too long. Let's just wait for Namfon to finish his snack. Okay, there, he's done. I actually am gonna age up these otters because some of them are not fully grown yet. Oh my gosh, but I don't want to ruin the 6-7 stack. But anything for otters, it's okay. So while we age up our pets, I'm going to talk about the differences between a river and a sea otter. Before they came out, Jessie said they were gonna be sea otters, but I was kind of disappointed that they came out as river otters. So sea otters are bigger and fluffier, and river otters are smaller, but they have a longer and slimmer body. Not trying to be mean or biased, but I definitely am. I love sea otters more, just because they have a cute round face and a short nose, while river otters have a longer nose and a more pointed face. Oh my gosh, Spotify ads again. I'll keep it in mind later to edit and put like a cute sea otter on the corner to hide it. Okay, so I'm gonna be aging up the last otter here, and we are finally on our road to make our Mega Neon. After a long time of farming without any trading, it feels really rewarding to make one on your own from scratch. Oh my gosh, look at him go. I'm so excited. It'll be the last ever neon, so yeah. I feel so nostalgic because back in the days, I would manually age up my snowcats. I remember I was sitting down, curled up against my mom, just being on my phone, needing my baby sister, to help me age up the snowcats. And I finally did it. I was enlightened. People really are forgetting the point of adopt me. A lot has been really greedy nowadays. Yes, I do agree that community kind of got a little bit toxic. Well, what I'm saying, it's hard to trade now. There are some rude people. Most of them want really big overpay for their pets, even though they're kind of low demand. So guys, we just gotta spread good vibes. Oh my gosh, people just don't understand how helpful these tiny age potions are, because you don't have to use a whole age up potion and waste it. Okay, so we're finally at the end of the road and we're making our mega. So if you don't mind, you could suggest what its name could be. The original otter from the retired eggs, I named them Lemon Cake. So we are going to be heading to the school. This is what I usually do when I get a pet. So I'm going to be having, what's his name? Pet trainer Shane, to teach our pet some new tricks. It's just really cute. Oh my gosh. Guys, he's a bit stinky, so he's trying to be adorable, just rolling and spreading the funk around. So I think I'll be ending the video here. Before that, I'm just gonna buy a bunch of Irish setters. Buy my hard-earned acorns. If you enjoyed watching this video, please let me know. I try to talk a bit more slow pace. Not only it helps improve my clarity, but I don't want it to be overwhelming for you guys. If you got to the end of this video, thank you for listening to me ramble. I may or may not see you next video. Bye guys! Take care always. Don't forget to drink your water and eat your meals at the proper time. Do what makes you happy, if it's healthy, of course.